Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. This is your brother, Kanan, and this will be titled, Pump the Brakes, Jake. Jacob, meaning you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics, okay? The 12 tribes of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, all right? And you speckled birds that look like the foreign nations, the other 17 nations, but your father's ancestry, his lineage, his seed line, sperm goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Therefore, we are the same people. We are Yasharallah, he Prince of Power. This is called Pump Your Brakes, Jake. Because what you're seeing right here, you would assume that these are Yasharallah's people, Israel. Assumingly, I would say Judah. I mean, because based on skin color. Now, they could all be tares, okay, which are foreigners that look like our nation, but I doubt it, because this is the folly, the mentality of our people. Look at this. Oh, it's a whole challenge. How wicked, I mean, look, man, Jacob really fails to realize what time that we're in, what spirit that they're in, and what spirit the rest of the world is in right now. Okay, the world hates you. We're still living in the rulership of Esau. We're still living in the time of Job 9:24. Definitely in the time of Psalms 83. Okay, and while all of this is going on, we still have the mentality of Maccabees 1. First Maccabees chapter 1, starting at verse 11. That's the mentality of our people. Okay. So let's get these scriptures to back this up. This is once again, pump the brakes, Jake. Okay, because this shit is out of control, and the Lord ain't gonna continue to tolerate it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich set in low places. Okay, and dignity goes into status. Let's get it.
Strong's H 4791. Marom.
Okay. High elevation. Right. Elevated place. Okay. Noble. Okay. So it goes into the greatness. It's once again being lifted up. Greatness. It says it itself. It's set in great dignity. And the rich, and what is this rich? The rich is the rich, not the rich man. The rich man is never set low. We always can see him. He's riding down the street in the hottest cars and the finest clothes and doing what he wants to. No, the rich is the rich in spirit. The rich in the, what you know is the Holy Spirit, but the Rakakadash, okay? All right? So the folly, once again, let's get this image. Is this not folly? I mean, did even take the time to come up with this bullshit, and then, was this the BBL challenge, or I got a real butt challenge? I don't know. I guess if it was BBL, they would blow up when these guys stood on them. So, hey, I don't know. But still, this is wickedness, okay? I have seen servants upon horses. Okay, who are those servants? The horse represents the power. So who's in the power seat right now? Edom. Okay, I've seen the servants, and why is he? They're the servants, and why and Job actually mentioned this too. Why are they the servants? Because they was put here to serve us. Okay, but due to our disobeying Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, read Deuteronomy 28, you'll see that the circumstances have been flipped over temporary as our punishment. Okay, and I've seen princes. Who is Prince? Yasharallah, he Prince of Power. It's in our title. and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And the prime example that we always give is the Django, when Jamie Foxx pull up with that guy. I don't remember his title, and Samuel Jackson, that old House 2/3 coon said, who was that that in on that nag, meaning that horse, and why is he on there? Because he thinks of his own people should be on the ground, and Esau should be his master and elevated above him and above all of our people. Okay, when that's not right. And then the other example is Theodore Roosevelt, bringing in the northern and southern tribe. You seen that they taken down the statues, but you can easily pull up the image of that, and it's right there in your face. The two so-called Negroes together in chains, okay, being led by his servant Esau, Edom. Okay, so these are the conditions that we've been put in here in spiritual Babylon. All right, and in other captivities too. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it. Whosoever breaketh the hedge, a serpent. I don't think I needed all that. It was really, my real point was in 6. Okay, and I want to get the comparison to 6 too. And NLT, when they give great authority to foolish people in low positions. Okay, and listen. Okay, let's take this to the top. Eve, Kamala Harris. That's one. Hey, the folly said at the top. The folly is given in great that she's folly. She's perfect. Eve is a perfect example of folliness. Okay, I mean Kamala Harris, her track record. But they say that she may not even be a Eve though. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying? Just okay, your celebrity, Sexy Red, and all these people getting glorified. All these dumb drill rappers. King Von. Every time I go through a short, they're going I can't go a day without a King Von. You'd think I'm subscribed to that bullshit. I don't want that shit on my phone. I can give a fuck about you drill rappers dying, other than seeing it come past so I can report on it. That's it. Okay, so that's the folly that Yasharallah, you 2/3, when once again Maccabees, first Maccabees, chapter 1, you went out your way to go make contracts and be in league with the wicked. Okay, starting with Edom, obviously, because he was in rulership then. All right, so when they give great authority to foolish people and low positions to people of proven wealth, which will be the saints of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, so keeping it moving. This is the book of Isaiah. And this shouldn't be long. I want to get straight to the point. All right, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. Now, who is that? That's the northern and southern tribes in the days of Azah, Jotham, Oz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Okay? O heavens, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. Okay, he has nourished and brought up children. Is that all 18 nations of the world? No. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Yasharallah, what did he say? Let's go back up to 2. I have nourished and brought up children. They have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Yasharallah does not know. My people does not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Now, iniquity is layers of sin. So Latin is smeared on layers of sin. Like, you greasing a wheel, you greasing up a part, but you overdo it. Now you're going to seize up the part because it has too much on there. A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Yasharallah into anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. The whole head is sick. And the whole heart, your mind faint. Okay? So this is the warning that Isaiah has been instructed to give to Yasharallah, to turn away from their folly and their sin. Okay? But here's the book of Ezekiel 3. Chapter 3, starting at 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Yasharallah. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. Give them warning. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're crying out loud. We sparing not. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou giveth him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. The fuck? Salaki, I don't know anything about that. Okay, this is 18 again, 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou giveth him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Okay? Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turneth not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou has delivered thy soul. So this is what we're here for. You know, we're not here for Allah Yasharallah. We're not caught in that stupid game. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices. That's one of Satan's devices. Trying to have a prophet out here thinking that all of Yasharallah is going to be saved. No, we're literally here to give out the warning and get the blood off our hands. And we're going to get back into that blood on the hands, Lord willing, Adawan Ratazai. Okay? This is once again the book of Ecclesiastes 7. What are you doing, bro? Dang. The Satanists be busybody. Ecclesiastes 7, starting at verse 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all man, and the living will lay it to his heart. What's the living? The living, how do you live? By through the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. What's your heart? Your mind. Okay? So once again, wisdom should be the stability of thy time. I want to see the comparison of this Bible verse. This is the NLT. Better to spend your time at funerals than parties. Well, I can't. After all, everyone dies. So that I don't believe that that's the best. Yeah. Let's go to the NIV. You know, some of these translations be getting a step or two off sometimes. It is better. This is the Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. NIV. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Okay? Sorrows is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the contents, the heart, I gotta figure that out. It's made better. Okay, so you see a lot of people that go along joking and laughing, and we're grown ass people. At least I'm in my 40s, and it's when I see this, it does come across me as I'm just gonna say they have a fake attitude, or they're trying to hide something. I mean, for real. That's just the impression that gives to me. The heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning. Once again, reiterating, but the heart, the mind of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. Okay, so let me give you an example of that. I'm gonna give you a short example right here. Fair use copyright, fair use copyright. I'm not selling any product. This is strictly for educational purposes. 107 fair use.
Hey, now you're set for us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
So now you're gonna reply back to me, man. They just having fun. This is, man. We can't have no fun out here, right? Correct. Well, Adawan Ratazah, once again, Lord willing, you hang in there, and I'll show you why that there's no time to be acting like this right now. Well, we just read the verses, but if I give you physical examples, okay? This is the book of Second Esdras, starting at chapter 16, starting at 17. So, okay, why? This is the vision that Esdras had of spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, okay? Spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. If you don't know, we're speaking of the United States of America, okay? Right towards the end, just like John the Revelator had in Revelations, okay? So, all right, while they dancing around, they not like us. They not like us. And it's truth to that. You 2/3 are not like the 1/3 that are sighing and crying and begging Yahweh Shah for forgiveness and taking heed to basically what Noah was saying back in the day. This time, Noah does have an audience. It may be few, but it's called the election. Okay, some people want to go get in that ark now, which will be the chariots. Okay, it's not just going to be animals this time. All right. So, by the way, Noah's family did represent the elect, just like Lot represent the elect of Sodom and Gomorrah. OK. All right. Fortunately, this time it's going to be more than 8 souls coming. But anyway, while y'all partying, they not like us. They not like us. Listen to this. This is this is Second Esdras 16 and 11 and 17. Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Okay, this is a prophet, a man of Yahweh Shah, of integrity, of high stature. Imagine him seeing this condition that we in. Hold on. I'm willing to bet we wasn't doing too much of this in the ancient days. And if we was, this is once again the type of folly that got Yahweh Shah upset with us. Okay, wickedness, ignorantness. Okay. That right there, you know what I mean? There should be no whores and harlots of Yasharallah, okay? But there you see them. Okay, so once again, Second Esdras 16 and 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. The powers should stand in fear, and that's the elites, and they are. Okay, because they see, once again, they look through those telescopes and they see the army, the host of Yahweh Shah, just getting ready, waiting for that command. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand. Oh, I gotta turn that off. I now know what this problem is. Salakia. And the power, Salakia, let me start this over. I'm gonna remove that after this lesson, and Salakia for that screen. It's in my settings. Second Esdras 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plagues, tribulations and anguish are all sent for scourges for the amendment, okay? Punishments, okay? But for all of these things, they shall not turn away from their wickednesses. Once again, let's go back to what that is. That's Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity. Okay? All right? They will not turn away or be from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges, of these lessons. The scourges are the lessons that are being, the judgments being sent out, the judgments. So I'm going to read this 20 again. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So all this judgment getting cast out in front of you, and you're still not paying attention. You still want to play games with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? This is the book of Romans. And like I said, we're gonna give you examples of what's going on while you're in real time thinking about your next party, your next vacation, your next trip. This, it's the time. That's all you hearing about is plane trips, Miami this, Miami that, and then we'll look at the conditions of Miami, okay, and what's facing. Look what's pointed at Miami, okay. But you don't even want to take some binoculars and go look at you want to go on the beach, but you don't want to take the binoculars and look across the Cuba and see what's aimed at this place. Devastation. Oh, and it's also in Venezuela too. And once again, I had a fool say that they left. They ain't left. Them nuke submarines ain't going nowhere. This is it. It's on. Okay? This is some conditions you better get used to. And even worse. This is Romans 11. Romans 11, starting at verse 7. What then? Yasharallah have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And it could be blinded in work, blinded in so-called love, blinded in bad habits, drugs, drinking, blinded in adultery, blinded in party all the time. Like they say, it's Friday, get that check, and you ain't got nothing but feeding your belly on your heart. That's why the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua are sighing and crying on the highways and byways. Okay? Yeah, and you passing them up to go to the you on one of those, we downtown, you on one of those party bike rides. They not like us. Woo! Shalak Rayam, hoping that thing tip over and get ran over one day and we witness it. I'm serious too. I'll be having them thoughts in my mind. I'd like to see somebody fall off that thing and the car come roll their ass over. Okay? Yeah, but okay. Straight up. I'm dying, keeping it 100 with you. This is verse 8. According to as it is written, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have given them a spirit of Rakah, that's paleo for spirit, of slumber, of sleep, ears that they should not see, or slakia. Come on, man. Let me read that over. This is Romans 11 and 8. According as it is written, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given them a spirit, a rikah of slumber, which is just sleep. Oh, damn. Eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear. Until this very day. Until what day? 2024. To the day that he sends back Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is his appointed time. So right now we still in that day that you guys are asleep. Okay? You got, they not like us. Yeah, you 2/3. We pray we not like you. Okay? That's what the goal is, to not be like you. You can have that shit. Alright? Now, this is what you sleeping from. Now it's time for some of these examples while I put this together. Jacob, or pump the brakes, Jake, because look where you headed. Okay? This is Wisdom Churchill. All right? This is the times we in. You know, where all these psyops, all these Biden catching covert, Trump ear getting assassinated. His ear got assassinated. Winston Churchill. Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's the time we living in. The elites are setting up your crisis with the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's left hand. It's all ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But the elites are going full-fledged setting up these crises. Okay? And through these crises, what's the goal? Order out of chaos. Okay? Wake up, Jacob.
So there's some buzz circulating around the internet that the Trump assassination was an inside job, and they're saying this video proves it. Look at this.
Probably 20 million people.
Now this guy right here is a Secret Service agent, I imagine. He looks the part. He is coming over, and it looks like he's getting out of where a shot's about to come from. He tells these people, hey, you might move over this way.
And you know, that's a little bit old.
And he's staying kind of crouched down, like he's expecting a shot to happen.
Take a look what happened.
Oh, then a shot happens, and he didn't run to protect the president. He stayed ducked down. And I thought he's supposed to run and protect the president. But this guy is crouched down right there. It's like he knew it was
So
coming.
at the same time, this obvious suspicious activity is taking place. Obvious suspicious. I don't have to go no farther than that. Whether you believe it happened, you believe it was a setup, inside job, it's suspicious. It's too much coming out. Okay? My point goes back to this, though. They're doing this right in front of your face, setting up for something huge, and this is what our people are doing. Ignoring everything going on, but they feed their own belly and their own lust. This is my point. Pump the brakes, Jake, okay? And we're not done, all right? We're not done. This is the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is the book of Matthew, 27 and 25. Then answered all the people, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, Yasharallah, he Prince of Power. Then you answered and said, his blood be on us and our children. Okay, now that's why we read, get the blood off of your hands, because you stupid ass 2/3 told Pilate that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's blood will be on your hands and your children. Give us Barnabas, the murderer. Release him and crucify the man who came to justify us, to give us life, who came to correct us and lead us away from our sins. Kill him and give us the murderer. Release him and we'll deal with the blood later. Our children will deal with the blood. So then Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai told his prophets, go out there and prophesize and get the blood off your hands. Okay, so that's what you gonna do about it. Every time you tell somebody about what's going on, Russia about to blow this place up, what you gonna do about it? I am gonna profess this and get the blood off my hands. Adawan Ratazah, that's Lord willing. Okay, I'm gonna do my job, fool. Shit, ignorant ass people, man. Because they want to stay like that. They just want to stay docile. And I'm gonna have to start cutting off even closer people that are to me, that don't want no part of this. Because once again, my true brothers, I believe in, just like the prophets believe, just like Yahushua said, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister are those who do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's time to step away from these fake ass people and let them have their pit that they dug for themselves. Okay, what does it say? You reap what you sow. So if that's all you sow was mirth, the flesh got to go. You're going to be that sacrifice. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua sacrifice, nuke food. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And once again, these devices go into everything from self-pleasure to you can name it, to giving you fake psyops like what I just showed you. Here go one more. So Jacob, pump the brakes and get right.
Into the deeper documents later. Okay, update, pushing this message out, gets more people. The new page, I do not know.
Just gonna let you know
This was all a setup, so just check this quick clip out.
keep getting asked about this, so I'm just gonna let you know my opinion. It's about 17 years in the military, just about 14 of which were at Tier 1 Special Operations unit called JTF-2. Our sniper team has the world record for the longest confirmed sniper kill. And a huge part of our job while I was there and while I was a sniper was doing close protection for VIPs up to and including the Prime Minister when he would go to dangerous countries like Iraq or Afghanistan. we would be in charge of that security. So I'm very familiar with the layout of these types of things and what the jobs should be. And yesterday, what happened, I have no doubts in my mind that the shooter had help from somewhere within an agency, an organization, or the government. The second I saw that aerial photo of what they were saying happened, it immediately made no sense to me. You cannot, in broad daylight, get onto a rooftop within, it looked like maybe a couple hundred yards, if that. You can't get into that position with a gun when there's a president speaking. It cannot be done.
So once again,
Exactly. Complete.
I hope you was able to hear the audio on that. I'll know before I release this video. But hey, once again, Winston Churchill never let a good crisis go to waste. So even what we'll do is we'll arrange the crisis and make sure it don't go to waste. All right. And all of this, and Jacob is just living in his folly. Okay, living in folly. Okay. Once again, Latin with iniquity. This is the book of Jeremiah 30, starting at verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with a child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loin, as a woman in travail, as a woman about to have that baby. The birth pains are here. The contractions are here. It's time. It's due. We need to get to the hospital. Those type of pains. Okay? And all faces are turned pale. All faces are turned into paleness. What's that paleness? The cartoons. You've seen them. They stick. They freeze up. They can't move. They be running. And then they'll stop and freeze up. That ghosts jump out their body. This is what these scriptures, you know, those origins are here. Those apparitions from the scriptures are here. People are seeing them. All right. Remember the Miami Mall situation. Okay. Or back in towards the winter. Yeah. Okay. Arise, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. That's why I named this Pump the Brakes, Jake. All right. Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. Who is he? The 1/3, starting with the election, the 144 and the 1/3. Those who set aside themselves to be loyal to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and to follow the commandments to the best of their ability. Once again, to the best of their ability. Okay? And to acknowledge Yahweh, the Bahashim Yahushai. Alright? Alright, but the rest of you people, and I got this from one of the great Millstone brothers on one of the video, and he was talking to, his video was going into the government and how they try to trick us, but we're not, once again, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. But I'm using this meter to say that this is what 2/3 of Yasharallah is on to this very point, to this very moment, to this very day. And that's why you can't be saved, because you on that bullshit meter. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has already prepared you to stay there for the sacrifice, to keep you in that mentality. Okay? So we're only here for the election, which obviously is being sealed up, if not already. Okay? I'm going to end this lesson with definitely a beautiful warning. This is the book of Joshua, 24 and 15. And if it seems evil unto you to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to put off all that folly, bullshit, whatever it be, all right? Your own. That's why it says work out your salvation for yourself. And if it seems evil unto you to serve Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, that's Yahweh. Yah, he, Howell, exists, he be. Bahashim, in the name. Yahushai, he salvation, he delivers. Okay? Choose ye this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwelt, but for as me and my house, and that house starts with your temple, we will serve Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And once again, this has been Pump the Brakes, Jake. I pray that this has been edifying. Shalom.